More than 400 Macy sales associates began picketing on Black Friday, one of the busiest shopping days of the year at Alderwood, South Center, and Bellis Fair Macy's stores. Macy's workers voted nearly unanimously, 96%, on October 6 to authorize an unfair labor practice strike if the billion-dollar retail juggernaut does not offer substantial improvements during contract negotiations.
We're out here protesting because we want a fair wage, and we want a more affordable health care, and we want safety.
UFCW 3000 workers at Macy say the corporation is not doing enough to address shoplifting, violent shoppers, and other safety threats to workers and customers. The Macy's Corporation suspended an Alderwood Macy's men's department sales associate who called 911 on a shoplifter. According to Macy's policies, an employee is to call a loss prevention officer instead of 911 if they witness theft. However, employees informed us that loss prevention officers are simply overwhelmed and are unable to respond to every incident.
Was the fact that for the longest time, we didn't have enough asset protection in the store. There are a good amount of times where we don't have any in the store and no response just because there's so many thieves in the store. They can only work with so many at a time. And then also one thing that really worries me is we had an associate that was from another location come in and she got attacked from Finish Line by people that were visiting the store, and the fact that one of our workers got retaliated against for calling the police, and we're told not to call the police, and when she got attacked, yes, with like 2 or 3 people, she got beat up, and all of the workers just stood there and did nothing because they were afraid of getting fired and retaliated against. And I asked my store manager about it, and she couldn't give me a direct answer on whether I would get in trouble or not for stepping in or calling the police in a situation like that. Under attack, what do we do? When Macy's workers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that!
Lynnwood City Councilman George Hurst joined Macy's workers on their cause for better wages and a safe working environment. He shared with the Lynnwood Times that Macy's policy discouraging employees to call 911 is of great concern.
Big concern of mine is listening to the safety concerns. We just had a business roundtable at the City Council with the police department and other businesses, and the police department kept on saying, if something happens, we need to know, you need to call us, and I'm listening now that actually Macy's discourages their employees from calling 911, and that's exactly what the Lynnwood Police Department wants, is to have those calls so they can understand what's happening in the area, how they can deploy officers, so that's a big concern.
All of the employees we spoke with work at the Macy's here in Alderwood Mall and love their job. They hope Macy's and the union can come to a mutually beneficial agreement.
We love our job. We don't want to be here either, but we feel we need to.
Yeah, I love working here too, I've always had trouble finding a place to work that really feels like a community where I get along with all of my coworkers, and here I've been able to find that.
UFC Local 3000 has also filed charges against Macy's for allegedly violating union members' contractual rights to speak to other members on the sales floor, surveillance of union members, and engaging in bad faith bargaining. More than 14,700 shoppers have already signed the pledge to respect striking Macy's workers. Macy's workers will picket over the weekend and will continue picketing each weekend until an agreement is reached. This is Mario Lotmore reporting for the Lynnwood Times.